live time. But yeah. Okay, so first off, y'all kicking me in the Karma Cafe. I want y'all to like, subscribe, share, hit notification. I'm Indigo Sky, aka I'm Exodus One, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Rank. All right, man. We trying to get through this live, man. This is crazy, bro. Like it's a lot of bull. So we gonna start it over because we only was 3 minutes in. So y'all want to support the channel? Hit the top of the Cash App. Other everything else is in the description. Um, y'all where y'all coming in from? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
Hello, it's your favorite sports funk here. Don't forget to hit. He may not just be one today.
All right, so we talking about Lamar Jackson, my favorite quarterback. I had to start the video all the way over from the beginning, but we was only 3 minutes in, so we Gucci. So boom. We talking about Lamar Jackson. They saying he's the most overrated quarterback in NFL history.
Most overrated active quarterbacks, but also of all time. His two-time MVP status is borderline fraudulent. His credentials don't measure up to other legends who won the award on numerous occasions. Of the 10 players that have joined multiple MVP clubs during the Super Bowl era, Jackson is the lone member without a Super Bowl ring. All the others on that list include Johnny Unitas, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Kurt Warner, Patrick Mahomes were able to take their team to multiple Super Bowl appearances and won at least once. Jackson has yet to even reach the big game. He's 3-5 lifetime in playoffs and has a 375 postseason winning percentage that stands far away the worst among multiple MVP winners. First of all, Steve Young did not take no team to multiple MVPs. He was a backup. He took his team to one Super Bowl, and he did win it. That was in 1994. He threw 6 touchdowns in Miami to beat the Chargers. So y'all like to give context. Steve Young did not go to multiple Super Bowls. Now, also, if I'm not mistaken, I think didn't Earl Morrall start one of those Super Bowls for the Colts? Oh, you got two of Johnny Unitas did or Earl? Yeah.
That was from Miami.
Miami. So, Johnny went to two Colts went to 2 Super Bowls. I know they beat the Cowboys on the field goal. Who, Johnny? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Look, I get it. Yes. And Ocho, we talked about this. This is the only the albatross. This is the elephant in the room. You see the names that are on this list that have won multiple MVPs. Lamar is the only one that hasn't been to a Super Bowl. That's not to say Ocho, his career is not ending tomorrow.
No, absolutely not.
And I understand him on that because I just explained this in the last video. Football is not like basketball. If you got a star player or if you mess around to get a big 2, big 3 in basketball, you can run things for a couple years. You could do it. The Bulls did it 6 years, 3-3. Miami, LA, they did it because they had the powerful players. I don't give a damn what you got going on in football, bro. You still could lose in football. I don't care how good you is of a quarterback because it's more moving pieces to the game than just the actual quarterback. Unless he's just like gonna be able to run the ball or throw it and make a catch every time. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody jumped on me when I said his career will be looked at as a disappointment if he doesn't get to a Super Bowl, considering what he had accomplished. You base it on
Yes,
what these other guys. So you can't just look, well, he won 2 MVPs. You got to look at the company that he's in that's won 2 MVPs. Now when you start looking at it, you're like, well, damn, he has to get to 1. Aaron Rodgers went to 1. He has to get to at least 1. And then we look at him totally different. He gets to 1 and he wins it. We look at it different, Ocho. We just do.
Yeah, absolutely. But listen, I understand the company that he keeps, the fact that he's won 2 MVPs, the fact that he's won those MVPs, those that are in the chat that are listening, that are watching, you have to understand that he's in a different, he's in a class of his own, in a different class for that matter. So when it comes to judging him, he judged based off his what is not compadres? What's the word I'm looking for? People in the company, his peers. He judged based on his other peers that won MVPs as well, and most of them, if not all, have been to a Super Bowl, whether they won a Super Bowl or not. So he can judge off of that. But the whole overrated part is the part I don't like. That's the part I don't like, saying that he's overrated because he hasn't gotten there yet when he's still playing in only a 7th, maybe 8th year. I'm not sure which one it is. It's ridiculous.
I think 18 was nothing about Lamar's first year.
Yeah, okay, but nothing about Lamar Jackson and what he brings to the table, what he brings to the NFL, what he brings to the Baltimore Ravens in general, and giving them a chance and having them in contention every goddamn year. Nothing about that is overrated. That's the part I don't like. Now that is more, to me, is more clickbait. There should be a different title when it comes to talk about the quarterbacks that have won MVPs and have been or won a Super Bowl. The title should be goddamn different. Overrated my goddamn ass. Now that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, let me ask you a question. But when you're looking at him, but see, here's the thing. They're not, see, you're looking at him against his peers. They're looking at him against his peers that have won 2 MVPs. So when you look at him, look at the class that he's in. You compare him to my homeboy. 2 MVPs, 5 Super Bowl appearances, 3 wins.
Right.
You look at Peyton Manning, 5 MVPs, 3 Super Bowl appearances, 2 wins. You looking at Tom Brady. Move on. You look at you looking at Brett Favre.
How about this? Everybody on that list, except one person is already done and not playing anymore.
Correct.
Everybody on that list is done and not playing. So how about we wait until he's done playing, and then we justify whether he belongs in that company or not, or whether he's.
You know what I'm saying? Let the man retire before you start talking about what he ain't did yet.
Go to a goddamn Super Bowl. What he's going to continue to do, the resume that he's going to put together, whether he wins 3 more MVPs and doesn't make a goddamn Super Bowl or not, nothing about Lamar Jackson is overrated. I know the fact, the way we jump.
Lamar Jackson is the closest thing to Michael Vick, bro. Lamar Jackson is the actual truth.
Quarterbacks is based on wins and losses and rings and hardware and all that. But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when you're talking to people that played the game, forget the media pundits, forget those that never played the game. Nothing about young bull out of goddamn Pompano who played for Boynton Beach High School is overrated, whether he has the goddamn ring or not. He will still.
He from my state, y'all. I'm from Jacksonville. I'm from Duval. He from Pompano, though.
Go down as one of the best. The best.
Brady had 3 Super Bowls. Manning had 3 regular season. They say, well, Brady's better.
Right.
Because Brady has, as you was pointing to your fingers. That's how they, I don't set the rules. You see what happened with ring culture? You see. What has it done? It'll make people jump around and go and try to find the best situation where they can win a ring, and then they shut you up, and it's like, okay,
now there's no more argument. It's no more argument at that point, especially when it comes to basketball. You have those that have to chase the ring because of ring culture and the rules, the unwritten rules. Matter of fact, how about that? The unwritten rules. Because who the hell came up with it?
I don't know. Because they were saying Jordan was better than Magic, and Magic had 5 rings. They were saying Jordan was better than.
I ain't gonna lie, he was, but he proved it in his career. Like he proved it in actually did. But I can understand them looking at Jordan's trajectory because Jordan is like that's different, bro. Jordan was like a superstar. Like soon as he hit the league, he skyrocketed into fame, bro. Like with the Air Jordan shoe, the movies, linking up with Michael Jackson. I mean, it's just a lot, bro. With Jordan.
And Bird had 3 MVPs and 3 rings. Yeah, he's the last. Is that now? I give you the next couple of years, people gonna say Shohei Ohtani is the best, greatest ball player we've ever seen. He's got 4 MVPs. He's got them unanimously. He's got 2 Super Bowl. He got 2 World Series wins, Ocho. He had one of the great postseason performances where he struck out 10 and hit 3 home runs. Now, he messed around and get another one and win another World Series. What we gonna compare him to? Because we 4 MVP unanimously.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So you see, once you start, and Barry Bonds was so great, even everybody that played against him said that is the greatest player that I've ever seen. Big Medic said, well, it was really easy to pick the Barry. If it mattered, you walked it. He said his job was to get 27 outs. You don't get them on him. So pick the other 8 guys to get and figure it out. So when you look at Ocho, it's hard to say a man like Lamar. And maybe you're right. Maybe overrated is a harsh term, but I think if they're looking at it as the 10 guys that have something that no other guys have, and that is think about the NFL. How long it's been going on?
Hold on, stay with me real quick now. So if we talk about hardware, right? And hardware puts quarterbacks in a different tier where not just great is. So are we saying like Ben Roethlisberger belongs in that tier too? Are we saying Russell Wilson also belongs in that tier too when we talk about quarterbacks that are the greatest because they have rings? No. Because, but here's the thing, Ocho. None of those guys have regular season MVPs.
Okay. Oh, so there's
so we can't move
no, now. Joe, let me ask you a question. Has anybody ever said Ben Roethlisberger was greater than Tom Brady, Peyton Manning?
No.
So when you look at it, you have to have regular season MVPs. Those matter. Now, when you start getting postseason MVPs, that means you won the Super Bowl. See, you see, Brady. Hold on. Reading about Brady. Brady has 3 regular season MVPs. He has 7 Super Bowls and 5 Super Bowl MVPs. So no matter what criteria you use, it's going to be hard for somebody to overtake him unless my homeboy.
Don't run that back.
So has anybody ever said Ben Roethlisberger was greater than Tom Brady, Peyton Manning?
No.
So when you look at it, you have to have regular season MVPs. Those matter. Now when you start getting postseason MVPs, that means you won the Super Bowl. See, you see, Brady. Hold on. Reading about Brady. Brady has 3 regular season MVPs. He has 7 Super Bowls and 5 Super Bowl MVP. So no matter what criteria you use, it's going to be hard for somebody to overtake him unless my homeboy gets 5 MVP. Let's just say for the sake of argument. We have a compelling case if my homeboy is not even 30. I think he just turned 30.
He got a long way to go.
Yes. So
he got a long way to
go. So and the thing, he just turned 30. So when you look at Ocho, I think that is the thing. They're comparing him in this elite category. Which is guys that have won multiple MVPs. It ain't that many.
Style and substance. In the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR plus 3,100 total value on this Sierra 1500 model. Now play.
I got it all on my land. God gave me the keys to hear it.
When her faith was tested.
What's the damage? This might be the end of the road.
Dude, it was so easy.
She inspired a nation.
What they got?
How does it?
category. Elite, which is guys that have won multiple MVPs. It ain't that many quarterbacks that's won two. What is it? Unitas, Manning, Rodgers, Brady, Favre, Montana, Young, Warner, Mahomes. It's not Lamar 10 into a Super Bowl. Now, if he doesn't get to a Super Bowl, what are they going to say, Ocho? Be honest, you know what they're going to say.
Oh yeah. We know what they're gonna say. We know what they're gonna say. But listen. I know what they're gonna say. But I know what my eyes have seen all the years I've seen him play.
Let me do you one better. They say guys that got Super Bowl rings at the receiver position better than Ocho, because Ocho ain't got no rings. But you run circles around them on the field. You see how they did? You see how they did? You see how they did that?
Yeah, I got you. Listen, I'm with you when you're right. I'm picking up what you put down.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So just imagine they do that for the receiver. So imagine if a quarterback. That's what I said.
Oh yeah, it's even worse. It's even worse. Now listen, I hate that it's like that. I hate that it's like that. It's somewhat of an unwritten rule, just like the unwritten rule of hockey when it comes to fighting, just like the unwritten rule in baseball. Like I understand it. I hate that it's like that. Hey, ring culture when it comes to talking basketball.
You bro say, man, watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Watch out. And that's funny, bro. Man, watch out. For real, watch out. I've been on that watch shit since Thug been saying that shit. I've been saying that shit. As soon as I heard Thug, I was like, man, watch out, bro.
Hold up.
It matters. It just does.
Yeah, it matters, but that's just the way it is. But I mean, listen, it is what it is. I think, with the way obviously they didn't have a good year, a good start to the year. They
still could go. You talking Ravens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I think they're gonna win the division. I think they're gonna get a home game.
Whoa.
I think they're gonna win the division.
I don't know about winning the division. So what you think we gonna do?
So I think you can do nothing.
Hold on. I'll tell you what. I tell you what. Next, I'm very serious tonight. I'm very serious tonight. I'll tell you what. I will give you guys a division if we lose to the Steelers, which I doubt we do. If we lose to the Steelers, I say you guys are probably going to win the division at that point. But if we go in there and we beat the Steelers, that momentum, I tell you what, that momentum, the rest of the season is going to be hell. I don't give two. You know what? Two drops a dried up pigeon. You know what on concrete? How bad our defense is. That momentum offensively, man. Listen, man. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. Now, if we lose to the Steelers, I mean that's it. It's a wrap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean our season is over.
Yeah, and so that's the thing, because you look at Lamar and it's tough because in his era, he got Mahomes. There are a lot of people that's gonna get overlooked, just like they got overlooked. Ben didn't get the credit he deserved because why? They played in the era with smack down with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. And you're talking about guys.
It's all about air, but I still think that Lamar, like I said, Lamar Jackson might be 30. He might be 30, bro. I don't think he's no older than 30, but I feel like Lamar Jackson, before he retired, he will get at least 1 or 2 chips.
They got 8 regular season MVPs and 10. No, hell no. Tom is 9 and 12 Super Bowl appearances with 9 wins.
Yeah. God, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And you know what's so funny too is we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled by the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady's and the Patrick Mahomes and the Joe Montana, and people don't understand how difficult the Aaron Rodgers, the Brett Favre, they don't understand. Brent Rodgers, all these quarterbacks, and it's 32 teams. It's 32 teams. And it's a handful of quarterbacks in each hand.
Yeah.
Almost over 30 that are tier 1 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That just lets people know how difficult that position is and how special those are that are in those conversations that we're talking about. And the fact that Lamar's name is in those conversations and two MVPs, and those unwritten rules kind of give you like a, he's not really there yet until he does this. So he got to get there. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen before his career.
Yes, my bad. Tom has 10 Super Bowl appearances.
God damn.
We having technical difficulties, bro. This is getting rough. I might have to cut off this
Quentin Johnston.
Mm-hmm.
Man, young bull got his confidence, playing extremely well. Ladarius McConkey playing extremely well. Keenan Allen, that veteran presence in that locker room, playing extremely well. So there really are no
the second.
Now I forgot about Rondé Gasson II. Catching the hell out of that ball. Then Amarian Hampton, I think he's coming back. He's coming back on the back end of the season. I think he's gonna be back, off the injury. They gonna make a nice little run. They gonna make a nice
They
little
absolutely
run.
will. Jordan Love's gonna have to get better, man. Jordan Love gonna have to be better. I don't know if somebody has gotten his ear and talk about, bro, you gotta push the ball down the field, man. You make too much money. You make too much money to be missing these throws. And I'm not saying you're gonna make every throw. I get that. I understand, and I'm not trying to minimize playing that position because that's a position I couldn't play.
Very difficult.
But come on, bro. That's why they play.
Yeah.
The more you get paid, the more expectation and a burden that is placed on you. That's just the rules of engagement.
Hey, can you imagine Can you imagine being responsible not only for a team, but playing the most important position on the field? The ball is in your hands the most. They paying you $55 million a year. Matter of fact, forget a year. They paying you $55 million in 6 months.
Man, he getting 55 a year? That's crazy, boy. That's a good contract, boy. And he did his own him and his mom did their contract.
Mom, Dad.
I'll be David. I'll be Oliver's.
David. Thank you, Mum. David, our son. Very nice.
$1 million a year. Matter of fact, forget a year. They paying you $55 million in 6 months. 6 months. And I need you to carry this franchise.
Yeah. Sure.
Man, you talk about pressure? I know it's a game of football. It's what we all done since we were 4 years old. But man.
Yeah. But look, I'm with you, Ocho. I believe Lamar Jackson is going to get to a Super Bowl. And once he gets there and he wins it, it's over.
Hey, get that monkey off my back so I can go play freely, please. Thank you.
You see, think about it. I give you a prime example. LeBron James had 2 MVPs, but he had never hadn't gotten to the finals. Then all of a sudden he won and got that monkey off his back.
Yeah. It was a wrap.
Problem is, you mess around and let Lamar get this monkey off his back. He might double you up. Go back to back, Jack.
Yeah. Hey,
I would love to see them go back to back. That would be oh magnifique. I'm talking about that would be beautiful if they went back to back.
I got one question too. Now that we talking about those unwritten rules, especially in these conversations when it comes to quarterbacks and MVPs, it was just on my. Well, it's kind of different because Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl MVP in a ring, so he's not in that conversation.
No.
Correct? Okay.
These are only guys in the Super Bowl
Regular season MVPs
that have at least 2 regular season MVPs.
2 regular seasons.
Right. Okay.
There are 9 guys. Lamar makes the 10th. Lamar is the only one that hasn't appeared in a Super Bowl.
Right. Okay.
And think about it. Peyton Manning never went back to back. Tom, Joe, and Mahomes are the only ones to go back to back of the group that.
I forgot Tom did go back to back. And Mahomes too.
Right.
Hold on, Mahomes too, right?
Peyton Manning never went back to back. Tom, Joe, and Mahomes are the only ones to go back. Peyton
because my girl be blowing me up, bro. Like, what the fuck? Trying to find something good to watch on here. She keep calling me, activating me, and shit. Like, damn, Candace Live, Charlie, with pastors like these, who needs it? Damn. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second, man. I'm trying to find something. I see a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch. Let me watch this Trap Lord Ross. This is his Trap More Ross channel, but his name Trap Lord Ross. Talking about Antonio Brown and CTE. You say he blamed.
New Hug Fit 360 waistband versus.
So basically it's trying to say Antonio Brown blamed CTE on the reason why he was acting the way he was acting. And I mean, okay, it could be a thing.
Today, we're going to be taking a closer look at some of the crazy stuff that has been going on with a former legendary NFL star turned internet crash out. I'm just going to say it, okay? Antonio Brown, aka AB, okay? He was a legendary player with the Pittsburgh Steelers, all right? People think he's one of the greatest wide receivers of his era. And now he is widely receiving criticism for potentially, allegedly, attempting to murder a man. All right, he's facing attempted murder charges. He's getting extradited. He's in a whole world of problems. Okay, so let's take a little look at everything that's going on with AB, and we're gonna try and get to the bottom of this case. So this is the news report on him basically waiving extradition. I believe he's been extradited from I think it was Dubai, and then they're extraditing him from state to state. But let's take a look.
And now at 10:36, after months on the run, former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown is in police custody and will be brought back to Miami. Brown's warrant for that is until his own social media postings help police track him down in Dubai. CBS News Miami's Joe Murray joins us from outside of Brown's Fort Lauderdale home with the.
So they went way to Dubai to get AB, but this is crazy because I thought he had handled that shit. I thought, man. So it looking like he just got locked up. Am my last time trying to get live? If not, we gonna end it and I'm gonna come back with another one. If it cuts off again, let's just see.
So I want to just make something clear, right? Because I've heard about a lot of drill rappers going on the run. I've covered a lot of drill rappers on the run. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you might have heard me cover the story of Suspect from Active Gang, a UK rapper who allegedly caught a couple of bodies. All right, allegedly, that's what he said. He said he got 2 packs like sugar. All right, that's him that said that. Okay. He went on the run. He ended up in Kenya, and they managed to grab him in Kenya and bring him back. Now, a lot of people seem to get the wrong end of the stick, thinking, yeah, I'm going to kill somebody and go on the run. I'm going to go to Dubai. Bro, Dubai have been having extradition treaties, okay, with the UK, with the US. They will bring you back. Yeah, it depends how serious these charges are, but it's attempted murder. That's a pretty serious charge, right? We've been seeing this situation with the UK rapper Fredo, okay? His name was brought up in an indictment. He wasn't around. All of his guys from his block ended up going down for basically conspiring to buy a gun to kill the rapper Bigger D, right? And Fredo is still out there on the run. He's denied it. He told me personally, I'm not on the run. Right, was looking like he was on the run, right? The other people saying on the
Fredo.
Run. Right, we've been seeing this situation with the UK rapper Fredo, okay? His name was brought up in an indictment. He wasn't around. All of his guys from his block ended up going down for basically conspiring to buy a gun to kill the rapper Bigger D, right? And Fredo is still out there on the run. He's denied it. He told me personally, I'm not on the run. Right, was looking like he was on the run, right? BRB was saying on the run. But what I want to say is that like just because you're in Dubai, just because you're in Thailand, like these countries do have extradition treaties, okay? As far as I'm aware, at least for the UK, there's only like 6 countries that don't have extradition treaties, and they're not the countries you want to be going to. Like I'm talking Somalia, I'm pretty sure that like Algeria, like Dubai, just because it's far away, like Kenya, bro, they're extraditing. Thailand got extradition. Now, whether or not you say that the police authorities are corrupt enough
you can go to
the radar for long enough, yeah, sure, but that's another story, right? But like, as far as I'm concerned, you can't really outrun the US government, especially on charges as serious as attempted murder. But before we get into more of the kind of backstory, I'd like to kind of just go back to the start and just take a little recap of Antonio Brown's legacy, okay? Because I feel like he's an interesting cat. I want to kind of learn a little bit more about his backstory as we kind of navigate this story. And basically, look, Antonio Brown is up there as one of the all-time wide receivers. All right, they're ranking him number 19 of the top 25 wide receivers in NFL history. Drafted 195th overall by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2010 out of Central Michigan, Antonio Brown overcame his late round status to become one of the most prolific receivers of the 2010s, excelling as a returner early on. Over 9 seasons with the Steelers, he earned 7 Pro Bowls and 4 first-team All-Pro honors, leading the NFL in receptions twice. All these receptions, right? 125 in 2014, 129 in 2015, and yards twice, 1,698 yards in 2014, and 1,533 yards in 2015. They're saying Brown set records for the most catches in a 2-year span. He had 265 catches in 2014-15 season, and a 3-year span in having 375 from 2013 to 2015, with 6 seasons of 100+ receptions and 1,000+ yards. He was the first to top 1,000 receiving and return yards in one season in 2011, and he won the AFC Offensive Player of the Year in 2017. Traded to the Oakland Raiders in 2019 amid disputes, Brown was released before playing due to off-field issues. He briefly suited up for the New England Patriots. He played 1 game, had 4 catches, 56 yards, and 1 touchdown before his release. He joined the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020, where he won the Super Bowl. What's that? 60? 60? I don't even know the Roman numerals too well. Is that 55? I nearly had it. 55. Super Bowl LV, Super Bowl 55. Catching 5 passes for 22 yards and a touchdown in the victory. Okay. It says Brown's career total stand at 928 receptions, 12,291 yards, and 83 touchdowns across 146 games, plus 2,934 return yards and 5 return scores, ranking him among the top 20 all-time in receptions and yards. Now look, I like American football. You guys call it football. I would call it American football. I would call it English football. You would call it soccer. I'd call it football. I've always liked the NFL more than the Premier League soccer in the UK, basically, is what I'm trying to say, okay? I'm not following the sports that closely, but like I enjoy it. I go to the football sometimes if I'm in the United States, and clearly he was really getting busy on the field. They're saying Brown's standout attributes were his elite quickness, precise footwork, and exceptional hands, allowing him to create separation in tight coverage. His playing style was that of a route running virtuoso, shifty, versatile in the shot, or outside and explosive with the ball, often turning short passes into big gains. But heavily
he was like big play shade guy.
Besides for off-field controversies, including legal issues and team disruptions that shortened his career. Brown's on-field brilliance remains undeniable, but he was...
I'm gonna tell you, I don't care how good you are at whatever you do. I don't care how good you are. It's still a program you got to follow, y'all. Like it's still a program out here. Like you got to follow the program. Like, yeah.
He was catching a few problems off the pitch. People are saying 19, are you kidding me? I don't even have to look at the list of wide receivers ahead of him. Antonio Brown is really a top 10 wide receiver, probably around 5th or 6th. I'm not sure who decides these ridiculous rankings, but this high ranking is obviously attributed to Brown's.
So they're saying that this AB might be 5th, like could be top 10, top 5, my nigga.
Personality and on and
on. For me, I say Jerry Rice, Megatron, Randy Moss, Trying to think. The last two, I can't. I did my top three.
Field antics. AB is a bit of a nut, but his football prowess cannot be denied. He was great on the football field. People said 19 is a joke. The guy's top 5. I might have it number 3. People saying horrible ranking. He's top 6. Now, okay, some of you guys that don't care about football might find that a bit boring, but I feel like it's important to say his antics off the field and his crazy extracurricular activities in, I don't want to say the streets, but definitely off the field at the very least. This has kind of tarnished his reputation on the field. People are saying that the ranking's not fair. People are putting him down on the rankings because he's done so much nonsense off the field that it's actually souring his professional career. And no doubt this situation where he's allegedly on the run, getting extradited for these attempted murder charges, no doubt, all right, no doubt going to tarnish his legacy.
Yeah, it's on definitely something. But honestly, if he goes to court, fight this case, got a good lawyer, he might be able to get off scot free. Like, hey, he ain't do shit.
But the shooting itself, okay, it actually stems from a fight that he was basically involved in outside of Aiden Ross's celebrity boxing match in Miami, of all places. Now, I'm not going to lie, I rock with Aiden Ross. I've never met him or spoken to him, but I actually really admire what he's achieved. I would love to get down and go to one of his boxing events. Someone was telling me I should fight in a celebrity boxing event the other day. Let me know in the comments who I should fight, because I'm not scared of the fade. Right? I would actually get out there and have a fade if I basically, these video recordings from that night, okay, these Antonio Brown shooting incident, all angles synchronized, and this basically is going to show the chaos when the shooting actually went down, and all these people kind of caught different angles of it. And I'm going to elaborate on exactly what went down in a minute, but let's just take a look at this, because this will give you a little bit of background of how much chaos was going on at the alleged hands of Antonio Brown. He way too happy.
It's crazy.
Now,
I remember when this shit happened. I thought he had went to court or some shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't follow it up. So I really can't say I know anything about. I do remember when this went down. I don't know. I think Aiden Ross was there allegedly. I think. I don't remember. But I know he was with some folks and shit went down and they got the shooting out there. But I thought he had handled all of this business. I thought he nipped and tucked all of this. Like, and now it's looking like shit. Buddy might have to face the.
Let me just
fire.
Let me back up a little bit. That was when the shooting happened, but I believe
But see, this is the thing, y'all. Like, bro, like I tell y'all, bro. Like, okay, so the shit working now. But look, do what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Bro, go to Bali, my nigga. Go to fucking Bali, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I better go over there with Russell Simmons and them and do some yoga. And I'm telling you, bro, like all that other shit, bro, it ain't gonna work, bro. It's not gonna be valid for you, big dog. All that Mexico, Brazil, all these other little countries, bro, like it ain't gonna work for you, big dog. I'm telling you. See, the thing is, these countries, their extradition laws, like, they'll extradite you to America because they might have treaties and all kind of other stuff with America. So if they have a treaty with America, like, they'll extradite that shit. That's what they do. They extradite that shit. They extradite that shit to the fullest. So they make it to where it's like, we gonna come and get you wherever you at, and the actual charge that AB had was attempted murder. So like that right there, like they're coming to get you, bro.
Angles that actually captured kind of a bit more of the fracas, as you might say. So you can hear people saying they're fighting. We can't see the fight that's going on. Now, there was reports that there was basically a fight that was going on, okay? And I believe the initial claim was that he was kind of firing a shot to defend himself, but then people were later saying it was attempted murder and he was the aggressor. So let's just see a little bit more of this from different angles. Whoa. So the fight's going on over here. It's looking like a punch is thrown. Okay, I can't tell exactly who that is throwing the punch, but we might be able to get a little bit closer.
If y'all look this case up, it's the dude that was actually in this situation. He spoke out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They might have took the video down because this is a legal matter now, so I don't know like how that would work, but yeah, I just didn't think all this shit was finna go down like this, though.
Look in a minute. Let's see.
Oh shit, they're fighting! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Oh shit! Back up!
So there's this big brawl going on, right? And we see a little bit of it, and then things kind of up, and then we don't see sort of what happens. We don't see who started it. We don't know who started it. It seems like it breaks up for a second, and then we're going to see shots. Now, if Antonio Brown was attacked and he shot in self-defense, then that's fair self-defense. But if he was jumped and then he came back around after everything calmed down and fired a shot at somebody, that is going to be attempted murder, unfortunately. Wait a minute. That bottom left. Okay, keep it on that bottom left.
Those who answer the call of the vagabond know that the best stories aren't about where you went.
Wow. I'm pretty sure that's him there, and he ends up walking past one of the people on camera. It looks like he's kind of reaching for something. Right, let's see that.
That nigga trying to break the shit down. Like I don't like that. I don't. We gonna look at something else, bro. It's cool though. Yeah. Y'all go check out Trap Love Ross, man. I'm trying to find out something else, but all that breaking it down, like shot by shot, like all that type of shit, bro. They gonna do that in court anyway. You basically doing their job for them. You might well work well.
Right now, the internet is on fire after Ghana exposed Young Thug, and social media is going crazy. People are saying Young Thug is the messiest rapper in the game, and that he was secretly working with the prosecutors the whole time. According to Ghana, Thug was out here acting like a gangster, calling everybody else a snitch, but behind closed doors, he was the one cooperating. Ghana straight up called him out, saying, yeah, he's a snitch, he's a rat. Fans are shocked, dragging Thug all over Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for years. Young Thug built his...
This video that we are reacting to is by a channel by the name of Midtown. It calls him a rat and exposes YSL secrets.
Giving up information related to his RICO case. And people can't believe it. Everyone's talking about how the tables have turned. Thug used to clown Ghana for snitching. But now the internet is saying he's no better, the streets are. Buzzing blogs are lit, and the YSL fan base is in chaos right now. This leak is shaking the entire rap game, and fans are choosing sides fast. For those who don't know the full story, let me break it down. Young Thug was indicted as the alleged gang leader of YSL, which is also his record label, and authorities accused him of being heavily involved in a long list of serious crimes, including murders, shootings, drug trafficking, and other violent offenses. A slew of people connected to YSL were arrested, including his own brother, his close friend and collaborator Ghana, and several other members of the crew. The charges were massive, ranging from conspiracy to commit murder and armed.
Like, I feel like both of them got off kind of clean. Gunna got off before Thug did. I don't know if Thug was feeling some type of way, if he was upset, angry because Gunna got out before he did, or they say it's all over when he said yes, ma'am. But we clearly have evidence of other people doing other things that are more egregious in the eyes of the streets. But we're gonna let that one go. But we ain't gonna let it go. But we're just gonna state the facts. But okay, so boom. Now we about to get to why Gunna will want to jump on Young Thug and
robbery, just
say these
trafficking
things
drugs,
about
and
him.
illegal firearms things got even worse for Young Thug when prosecutors began using his own music against him. Many of his lyrics were allegedly tied to real-life crimes, including shootings and drug deals mentioned directly in his songs. This became one of the major factors that prosecutors leaned on to strengthen their case as the legal pressure mounted. Several YSL members began striking plea deals to reduce their sentences, which meant cooperating with the prosecutors and providing statements to avoid facing decades behind bars. This included Thug's own brother on Funk and his artist Ghana. One of the turning points in the case came when Ghana was arrested alongside Young Thug during a traffic
They say
stop.
Ghana.
Prosecutors
They ain't
claimed they
say
were found in
Ghana.
a
They say
car containing
Ghana.
drugs and stolen guns. However, Ghana maintained that the drugs didn't belong to him, and neither did them.
American vodka.
And neither did them. Firearms.
But see, at the end of the day, like when there's some shit like that, bro, you really got to tell the truth anyway, because you fucking yourself up if you lie. If you say, "Oh yeah, it's mine," da da da, this and that, you fucking yourself up, bro. Like you're lying. So when you go on the stand and they ask you da 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 this and that, and you say the same thing, you just lied on the stand. That's another charge, bro. So y'all might with to tell the goddamn truth, nigga.
Despite this, he was still being charged with possession of items that weren't his, facing the possibility of spending years in prison for something he insisted he had no involvement in. Ghana decided to take a plea deal.
Lil Kim lied on the stand and had to go to jail, bro. Those are facts. That ain't no allegedly. Lil Kim lied on the stand. And when they pulled up the shit, they was like, "Oh, you got to go, ma'am. You got to go." But she's still here. She a stronger person today because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? God don't give you no more than what you can't handle. She took that on the chin, came back, still out here making money, big dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect Lil Kim.
As part of that plea deal,
Shout
Ghana
out
admitted that
Lil'
YSL wasn't just a music label, but also operated as a street gang. This confession shocked fans worldwide and created massive controversy in the rap community. Some people started calling Ghana a snitch, while others defended him, saying he did what he had to do to save himself from doing time for crimes he didn't commit.
And you have personal against the YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
After this, a lot
That's
of
all
people
he
started
said.
calling Ghana a snitch, and social media exploded with
Your boy
debates about his
goddamn-
future in the rap game. Many fans and industry insiders were saying his career was over, while others defended him, saying he only did what he had to do to protect himself. But the most
He said, "Yes, ma'am." Thug was in there with the folk for goddamn 2 hours. Like 2 hours, my nigga. That's cold blooded, bro. Like, and you out here calling that man a rat, bro. It don't add up, bro. The math, like, it's just the math not mathing, bro. Like.
shocking part was Young Thug's reaction. Thug was reportedly very upset and felt deeply betrayed by Ghana, according to people close to them. Situation: Young Thug has always made it clear that he doesn't like snitches, he doesn't work with snitches, and he doesn't respect any.
You know, business is business. You serve men. You don't serve like nothing. Man, you don't serve men. Like you go work. Yeah. Like you don't serve nothing. Like, man, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve no pussy. He did that shit to get out for a hoe, bro. Went to the jail, called shit to get straight. Just, damn, man, I love you, baby. What you doing? Man, yeah, I'm gonna be back with you in a minute. When you go talking like that, all that little type shit, man, watch out. I literally.
Man, watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Man, watch out.
But business, you know, business is business. You never earned the #1 album. I spent $50 extra grand buying fucking strings, $60,000 buying string sleeves. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game. You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full-blown lie. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. No, the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the you talking about? Nigga, you just made it a motherfucking RICO case. You just made it a case.
It is obvious why Young Thug was so mad at Ghana, because Ghana's plea deal and statements gave the prosecutors more.
Bro, they already had this shit all together before they even did this shit.
Power to build their case against him, even though Ghana didn't directly testify against.
The reason why you know this is because, like, you can look at how when the people go home, bro, by Ghana going home first, bro, it just went to show, bro, like, they didn't even have nothing on them, bro. Like, they would have had to actually implicate them. So
Thug his admission that YSL operated as a gang was something the prosecutors could use against Young Thug in court. It put Thug in a more dangerous legal position and increased the charges and evidence being presented against.
But to be honest with you, you know they said they stopped them boys, and I don't know if it was then or whenever they got the old goddamn shit with a man talking about the whole Lil Wayne thing. Well, that had to been like 2000. That might have been 2018. No, they said it was 2015 when he was talking. So I guess that's when the thing got shot up. I mean, old boy shit got shot up. 2015. Damn.
However, despite all the heat Young because he didn't end up going to prison for decades on the RICO charges. Instead, he was sentenced to a strict 15-year probation. Now, this probation isn't easy at all. It's extremely tough with constant monitoring, regular check-ins with officers, random drug tests, and heavy restrictions on travel, business dealings, and personal associations. Basically, Thug is walking on very thin ice, and any mistake could send him straight to prison to serve serious time once Young Thug got out under these probation terms. He started distancing himself from Ghana. He allegedly told people in the industry not to work with him, not to collaborate with him, and to cut ties completely. But here's where things take an interesting turn. Despite all of this, Ghana didn't stop making music. He didn't let the backlash ruin his career. He went back to the studio, dropped new tracks, booked concerts, and started making serious money again. What shocked people even more is that despite all the drama, Ghana actually used a portion of his earnings to help pay Young Thug's legal fees. This completely flipped the narrative on social media. Fans started questioning whether Ghana really has divided the rap world in ways nobody expected. On one side, there are fans and artists who stand by Young Thug no matter what, seeing him as a symbol of loyalty and street credibility. On the other side, there are people who support Ghana, believing he made the smart choice to protect his future and keep providing for his family. The music industry has been watching closely because this case sets a precedent for how plea deals and public perception can make or break an artist's entire career. One thing is for sure, this story is far from over. There are still ongoing developments in the YSL RICO case, and more details are expected to come out in the upcoming months. As fans, everyone's eyes are on what's next for both Young Thug and Ghana. Will they reconcile? Will the industry keep choosing sides, or will time eventually heal the tension between them? Only time will tell. What do you all think about this entire situation? Do you believe Ghana was wrong for taking the plea deal, or do you think he made the smartest decision for himself and his family? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to hear what you all think about this crazy drama. I'll be back with another exclusive update soon.
Hey, what's up with it?
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. Well. CS2 back decided to show up on the No Jumper podcast today just to clown his own protege, the Crip Con. right alongside Adam 22. Now Porky is out here doing what he always does. Lying and making excuses about big slip and slide getting slid. I told y'all a long time ago. It was only a matter of time before Porky turned on his little creation. Adam 22's on there calling him Christopher Loveboys, straight mocking him, and Porky just sits there and lets it happen. It's comedy at this point. Every chance Wack gets to throw Crip Cop under the bus he goes. No hesitation. Now ask Crip Cop anything about Porky, and he won't say a word. He protects Porky's name, image, and his so-called legacy with his life. But the first thing Porky does, he hops on No Jumper with Aryan Adam and throws his guy under the bus without blinking.
Christopher Loveboys, guy knocked out. Sorry, Christopher, but it's such a good nickname. Such a good nickname. What's going on with Christopher Lovejoy?
Christopher Loveboy?
Instagram.
That's AI, that's not real.
Nah, he got slugged on.
No, that's AI, bro.
Loveboy should be embarrassed. He's got his mentor, boss, and handler, CS2 back, sitting up there on No Jumper with Adam 22, saying that the knockout video we all saw happen in Germany was AI. Yeah, you heard that right. They're actually trying to say he didn't really get knocked out, that it was some kind of pump fake. That's the first lie Porky told, and it tells you everything you need to know. They're not up there to protect him. They're not up there to defend him. They're up there to clown Loveboys.
Nah, I think you and I both know that's not true. I think you and I both know that's not true. You and I both know that's not true. So let's talk about it. Your closest confidant went through your ultimate nightmare of getting knocked out in public, even though he did sign up and get into a ring in order to do that.
Where at? Where was it, Vegas?
This is how much of a joke Loveboys is to Porky. Porky's sitting there with a straight face asking, where was the fight? Vegas? Like he doesn't know damn well the fight was in Germany. You see what I'm saying? He's pretending he has no idea. It's a complete mockery. They're up there laughing at Loveboys, not with him. The fact he had to fly all the way to Germany just to get a fight, that's a punchline to them. And here's the thing. We all know Porky knew about the fight. He knew when and where it was. But now he's up there pretending like he never heard of it, just to make Loveboys look even worse. But watch what happens next. In the same conversation, he slips up and admits he told Loveboys not to go to Germany in the first place. So yeah, Porky knew the whole time. That's the joke Christopher Loveboys has become. And Porky's up there with Adam 22, making sure the whole world gets the message loud and clear, in case they missed it.
How does he go find
overseas? Wasn't it Germany or England?
That's AI, bro. You know if it's overseas, that was AI. That 600
So
did.
you're gonna force me to go look this up?
I'm just telling you, bro.
It's right here. It's okay.
I don't know that. I told him to come in today.
600, aka Christopher Lovejoy, gets knocked out in the first 15